Where are the Calculus 3 students? Here is your question. We are given a function here which is a multivariable function, e to the 2x minus y. We have two questions here. The first one says, find the unit vector pointing in the direction of the steepest ascent at a point where x is 2, y is 4. This is a point. And the second question here stated that we should find a unit vector pointing in the direction of no change at the same point, 2, 4. So let me utilize this space to find the first thing, which is what? Gradient vector at 2, 4. So the gradient vector is equal to, right, a vector which the first component is the derivative of that given function with respect to x, comma, the derivative of the same function but with respect to y. So this is our gradient vector. So what happens if we differentiate this function with respect to x? The derivative of 2x is 2 multiplied by the whole function. So you have 2 multiplied by e to the 2x minus y, comma. If you differentiate it with respect to y, you can see that the derivative of negative y is negative 1. So we have negative e to the 2x minus y. But we have to evaluate it at a point where x is 2 and y is 4. So let's finish it up here. So the gradient vector at a point where x is 2 and y is 4 is equal to, what happened if x is 2? We have 2 times 2, 4. 4 minus 4, you can see this is going to give us what? 0. So we have e to the power of 0 is 1 times 2 is 2. So this is just a mental math. You do the same thing here. This is going to be 2 times 2. 4 minus 4 is 0. E to the power of 0 is 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. So this is the first thing you should find. Then coming back to our question, we asked to find the unit vector pointing in the direction of the steepest ascent. All you have to do is to take this vector and divide by its magnitude, and you're done. So it is going to be that particular unit vector we are looking for is going to be this vector, which we have evaluated at 2, 4, divide by its magnitude. Let me see if I have enough space here. Yes. And what is the magnitude? The square root of x component squared plus y component squared. So let me repeat the vector. We have 2, negative 1 divided by the square root of the x component is 2, you square that, plus the y component, which is negative 1, you square that. This is vector. Remember to close it. 2 squared is 4. Negative 1 squared is 1. 4 plus 1 is 5. So this is literally, you can factor it out as 1 divided by square root of 5. Inside, you write your vector 2, negative 1. But if you like, you can take x component, you divide by square root of 5, negative 1 divided by square root of 5, all the same. So we are done with the first part. Oh, I'm supposed to write 1. But no problem, let's go to question number 2. Question number 2, we asked to find a unit vector pointing in the direction of no change, where the function has no change. You should know that that particular vector you are looking for is perpendicular to this vector, the gradient vector. So the simplest way to find that vector, first, before we come to the unit vector, let's call that vector W. Let me call it W. The best way to find it is to take negative f subscript y, f subscript x. We know this already because remember, we should evaluate it at that same point. So we are expecting this to be negative. Remember, this is what? F subscript y. But we want to negate it. So if you negate this one, it becomes positive 1. Then F subscript x is this first component 2. Remember, we have evaluated it as 2, 4 already. So this is the vector pointing in the direction where the function has no any change. So this should be orthogonal or perpendicular to this one. But we are looking for the unit vector, so you have to do the same thing we did here. So that unit vector is equal to 1, 2 divided by its magnitude. Its magnitude, which is 1 squared plus 2 squared. This is the same thing as square root of 5, just like we got the other one. So this is 1 divided by square root of 5 multiplied by 1, 2. And if you like, you can check whether they are indeed orthogonal or not. Just take 1, 2, dot it with 2, negative 1. Let me see if I have space to do that. Or can we do that mentally? If you take 1 times 2, that is going to give us 2, plus 2 times negative 1, that is negative 2. Can you see that this is equal to 0? Which implies that the two vectors are orthogonal. The dot product between two vectors, if at all it is 0, then the two vectors are said to be perpendicular to each other. Yes. So this is the solution to this particular problem. Yeah.